Hi, I'm DelusionDispeller. I wanted to update you on the latest of what Kim has responded regarding the 12 Tribes cult and her thoughts on that in answer to somebody that had left some questions. Now, one thing that's interesting to me is that people that are in cults, when they come out of them, have a little bit of trouble with communication. I noticed that when I've asked questions, not just to Kim, but to many people that have been in abusive groups, they have trouble staying on target with answering. They just sort of answer whatever. So if it seems like she's not directly answering your questions, or if I'm not directly addressing something, repeat your question and I'll make sure that I can try to get the answer from somebody for you. Anyways, let's go with Kim's answers thus far. I don't remember what the question was, but she said the therapy for both the ex-cult member and family and friends is very important. I advise this to anyone leaving a traumatic lifestyle of any kind. Everybody leaving a cult is different, and each family is also. As far as the children who leave the community, if the entire family leaves, they all come to terms with the twisted trap they were in, and once again, with help getting back into society, these families do well, and are actually very bonded by the years of abuse they suffered together. However, in the cases where only the children leave and the parents stay in the cult, it's a nightmare. The children are very resentful, and some disown the parents, and the parents who remain under the cult's control live a life of what I call miserable loyalty, always believing that they will return from the evil world, etc. This is their life. Occasionally, some of these children will visit the parents if the elders of the cult allow it. I suspect many of them sneak visits. So that's what Kim had to say about whatever your question was regarding after they get out of the cult, how do things work, etc. And I've heard a lot of different things. Like some people that have come out of the cult said that it was really almost impossible to get the trust back from their children because they beat them when they were little for things that they should have never been beaten for. And other people adjust really well. So I guess, again, it's not a one-size-fits-all type thing. But this is Kim's thoughts, so I was just sharing those with you. And that's pretty much all she's said thus far. I haven't really talked to her at length again about things. I sort of just let her open up when she's ready to share more. It's a really touchy, sensitive thing for somebody that's been so severely abused. I was kind of sitting and thinking today about, what would it be like to be raised in an organization that's all you ever knew. You knew that when you woke up, you were going to get very little to eat, and right after that, you were going to be beaten for something somebody said you did, or for looking at somebody the wrong way, what somebody perceived as the wrong way, or for playing with a toy, or you couldn't even spin your top. I was going to say spinning your top. You're not allowed to have a top, so skip that. Or playing with blocks of wood and pretending they're trucks. That could get you really beaten bad. And that's all you've ever known. So until you realize one day, hey, this doesn't feel right, you're going to just go along with it because you're a child and you don't know any better. And then as an adult, being told, well, she looked at my daughter with a bad look on her face and the Lord is not happy with that, or whatever, you need to beat her, and you say you won't, and they say, well, you're either going to beat her or we will. And you're like, this is my child. What do I do? I want to protect them, but I'm stuck here. I'm going to have to do something. And they're probably standing there watching you, I'm guessing. What a horrible, horrible, beyond words, awful thing to be raised in or to be part of. All in the name of so-called God, and being told that, we're your refuge, we're here for you, we'll be your family, and we'll take you in and take care of you, and you can work for us, and we're all going to be one big communal group and have all things common like in the Bible, and only to find out that these people are brutalizers and abusers and liars and every unnameable atrocity you could possibly imagine. I mean, they have murderers in there with them, rapists, child molesters, because they don't forbid anybody from getting into the groups. They let them all be part of it. So, yeah, It's awful. Anyway, that's all I had to say. So I'll make another video when I have time. I work pretty much all week except on Saturday. So yeah, I'll be back when I can with another video. Have a great night. Bye.